guys, it's Hannah from Guyana, and today we will be making some soup. So this soup is supposed to be for dinner, and it's only a little past lunchtime. But we bought this chicken earlier this morning, and we don't want it to go bad, so I am going to wash it a little bit, and steam it so it will keep longer. We have to cut up the chicken. So the reason we don't want it spoiling, we don't have any source of refrigeration at the farm. We bought this chicken fresh plucked this morning. So we wash our chicken by flour, and water. We rinse it about 2 times. Now for the last rinse, we wash it out and then wash it and squeeze out all the water. We are going to cook the chicken, just like heat it up a little bit. So this is how I do it. Pot is on the stove, add a little bit of oil and butter. There's already oil in there. So wait for that to melt. That has melted. Add in your chicken. The chicken is in there. Give it a stir. To add 1 cube because we're gonna season the soup later. Give that a stir. So that has had a stir. Put on the cover. So I finished with this chicken. So I'm just gonna leave it like that until it's time to make the soup for dinner. This is sweet cassava, and as you can see, the akuri has eaten some of it. So now we're gonna dig it up to put it in our soup. So as I said in my other video about cassava making, there are 2 different types of cassava. The sweet cassava and the bitter cassava. And the bitter cassava needs to be processed to eat. But the sweet cassava, we can also just eat it just like that, straight out of the ground, or we can cook it. So we also have edo on our farm. We can also put that in the soup, but I won't be doing that because I'm allergic to it. And now we are going to clean the cassava. Gonna peel it off. So now we're peeling off the skin. So we chill by the if we're cleaning the vegetables and stuff off at the river, we throw the biodegradable materials into the water because it's not technically pollution, because in Guyana they degrade faster and also feeds the fish, which is better for us because then we get fleshier fish. And we also need to chop off the wood pieces, where before the cassava started growing, the root out of it. This is so satisfying how it just peels off. I missed out a piece of wood. And now we're all finished peeling the cassava. Now we just have to carry it up back to the camp to chop it up and add it to the soup. Is that a video? Okay. And now we have to get some water to put in our soup because that's the whole point of soup. We need water and soup. Let's go. Now I'm chopping up sweet cassava. And we also need to cut this big one up. I also putting carrots in the soup. To chop up the carrot. The sweet cassava and carrot is chopped up. I'm gonna add ripe plantain, which is my favorite ingredient in soup. It's chopped up. We have our ripe plantain, sweet cassava and carrots and onion. The reason I put this in a separate bowl is because I'm gonna add this in later because this doesn't need to cook as long as these two need to be cooked. Back to our chicken. So we're gonna wait for this to heat up a little bit now. Cover it. So now this has heated up. We're gonna add in the onion. And give that a mix. And now we're gonna add this sweet potato and corn. I mean, not corn, carrot. I'm taking the knife. I need the pot spoon. And also give that a stir. But it's hard to stir with the phone in my hand, so I'm gonna stir it and we'll get back. Stirred it and added in the water. Now I'm gonna cover it so it can come to a boil. And so the water has heated up in the soup, and now I'm gonna add Maggi Soup It Up chicken noodle soup. We're gonna pour that in. And give it a mix. So while that cooks more, we are going to also put ramen in the soup. But so we're gonna take the dry noodles and cut it up. Actually, no, that was a bad idea. We're just gonna break it up into really small pieces. Ramen noodles flying everywhere. So while that was a bad idea, I've gotten a new idea. This is another pack of ramen. I'm just gonna take rolling pin. And smash it up. And it didn't break. It's gonna break it up now. Like how normal people would break it. There we go. And now I'm gonna pour this into the pot. We also need to add the ramen seasoning. And pour that into. And we're gonna also add black pepper and cube, and that's it. Oh, and we're also gonna add freshly picked thyme from our farm. Gave that a stir, and now I'm gonna add the right plantain now. And also give that a stir. Is how much soup this was gonna make. Look how big that pot is. This soup is gonna last us all week. Also just realized that the cube that we're using is also Maggi, just like the soup seasoning. Put that to boil and we'll come back in a while. The soup is really beginning to boil, so I'm gonna give it another stir. So now I tasted the soup and I think it is ready. And to me it looks delicious, and this will last us a week, I think, because it's a lot of soup, unless I eat out all tonight because I'm hungry and this soup is delicious. If you use this recipe one time to make soup, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye, until the next time.